So, hey there, Megan. Today's main topic is books. Books. But I'm just going to do a quick little segment on how my week's been before we get on to that amazing subject. I've been going to uni open days. This is the time of year where everyone kind of organises their the rest of their life, really. We start picking all of our VCE subjects, which, as you know, is what the subjects that we do in year 11 and 12 that go toward our enter score and stuff which helps us get into unis. So if you go to uni days, it helps you kind of pick which unis you want to go to and stuff, and you get all this information about them. So I went to one last weekend, I'm going to one this weekend, and then the weekend after that we're having a weekend off and I'm going to the All American Rejects concert, and then the weekend after that we're going to another uni day. So it's kind of a bit stressful, especially with school going on and all that kind of stuff. I've also been going to I did my first day of a community health and welfare, kind of like a training day thing. And it was really interesting. I made a few new friends, and it's very interesting in a nerdy way. If you're interested in kind of social, like working people with either mental health issues or disabilities or going into nursing or anything like that. And I found that really interesting, and I don't know. There are a few more days of that near the end of the month, and then there's some work experience involved as well, so I'm looking forward to that.
For a while there, I was actually going to reveal our plans for our book swap, but I have decided against that, and we can do that together, or you can do it, but I'm not going to, especially since I haven't checked. So I'm just going to kick straight into some of not my top 5 books or 6 books or whatever, just some of my favourites that I found off my shelves, because I never pick top favourites. I just have good books and bad books, and these are a few of my favourites, but I don't use a ranking system. Here we go. First of all, Harry Potter. Look, I don't think there is a kid in Australia or the world that doesn't like Harry Potter and hasn't read them and doesn't enjoy them and stuff. I was a bit disappointed by the movie, but, movies are always disappointing if you've read the book. Love the books, everyone else does, so we won't spend too much time on that, we'll make it move along. There is an Australian author who is local and actually a friend of my dad's, who you have probably never heard of and will probably never hear of. Just kind of won't really happen for you. But he's made some great books. Bernie Eddie, Kevin the Plumber, White Ute Dreaming, The Other Madonna. Ooh, where are we? Over here. And a few more. His name is Scott Gardner, and they're kind of popular teen novels. White Ute Dreaming, and is actually the second of a little series thing about a teenage boy who gets his hand cut off in a workplace accident, and they're just a really truthful kind of take on what it's like to be a teenager. They don't dumb it down. There's a whole heap of swearing. It's very Australian. Probably if you read them from overseas, you wouldn't get it. The next one is The Kite Runner by, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Khaled Hosseini. It has been made into a movie, a very good movie at that, but it's all in, don't know the language, what it's called, and I'm not going to take a stab at it because that'd just be rude. It's about 2 young boys who grow up in Afghanistan. One is the son of quite a rich man, and the other one is the son of the rich man's servant, and is hence his servant. And then something bad happens, and the rich man's son moves to America and gets the guilt about 20 years later and goes back, and it's a really, really good book, and I really enjoyed it. Maybe a little bit deep, disturbing at some points in time, but wonderfully written and a great story. Probably last of all are the books from the series, the Atori series. They are by Leanne Hearn,
think that's how you pronounce it. And they're based in ancient Japan about the warriors or not really sure what they're called, but it's kind of different. It's not my normal kind of book, but it's very, very interesting, and I seriously might be recommending it to you because they are fantastic. So those are a few of my favourite books, but not my top anything because I don't rank anything. I've read so many books that I can't even remember which ones I've read, and I couldn't possibly tell you my top ones because I can't remember half of them because I've just read so many of them. I don't know if you have that same problem, but it seriously is a problem. But yeah, I think that's about all for today. Yeah, I will post again in a week, if we're still doing this, that is. But definitely on the 1st of September when we start our book swap. So I will see you later.